Red Devil fans, it's time for another edition of Clun Football with Coach Andrew Webb. And this week we play the Broome Centurions, a very special night at Clun High School. Coach, welcome in. This is Veterans Night.
Yeah, this has been a special week at our school, special week for our guys. It's an opportunity for them to, play for more than just each other. We're playing for something bigger this week, and it should be a fun Friday night.
It's going to be a great game, great event. Last year was the Blackout for Cancer, the jerseys. This year it's the Veterans and the Broome Centurions in town. This is a key region game, very important game for the Red Devils as far as the playoffs. 4 bids go to Region 3, 3A, so big game against Broome.
Yeah, this is a big game, man. This is a game we got to go win. We knew last week at this time, when we came out of that Newberry game, either we were going to be competing for a conference championship or competing for a playoff spot. And, we're competing for a playoff spot. It is what it is. Our kids regrouped, been focused on, Monday practice. We regrouped, kept working. And I know we're going to get their best effort on Friday night. I know they're going to bring their A game. So we know what's at stake. We got to go compete. We got to go execute and find a way to stay alive for another week.
One big thing, we are at home this week. Game actually the final 2 regular season games at Wilder Stadium, and the bye week next week. So this will be followed by a bye week. The Red Devils versus Woodruff will take place on November the 4th. That to the schedule change with the high school league, with the hurricane and the victims down the lower part. So got 2 games left. They're going to be split with a week in between, but it don't diminish any more how important each of those 2 are starting this week with Broome.
Yeah, we gotta take care of business on Friday night, and that's not gonna be an easy task. Broome's a very good football team. They have just kind of year in, year out, man. They always find a way to be competitive, to be in it. And what they do is so different than what we see the other 9 weeks of the year. But as far as next week, me and Coach Elder up at Woodruff, we thought it would be best for everybody involved to move that game back a week. We all plan on going to the playoffs, and when we set that schedule, we're planning on going to the playoffs. We're still planning on finding a way to go to the playoffs, but ultimately there was no doubt it was what was best for everybody to move that game back a week and try to keep our guys that are going to the playoffs from having to go 3 weeks without playing a game. So we desperately need to go take care of business this week to make that bye week an extra week for us to compete and prepare to find our way to get into a playoff spot.
Big week. It's already been a big week here at Clun High School. This is Veterans Night. It's Coach Webb and the team going to honor the veterans. Last year, as you know, it was a cancer awareness, the blackout, where we honored any victims of the fight against cancer, trying to bring awareness that the honorees on the names on the back of those jerseys this year represent veterans. And a cookout was held Wednesday night in which Representative Jeff Duncan came over and talked to the team and to the crowd, and just a great night, kind of a military appreciation banquet. But it is a great cause of what we do here, Coach, all because of you and your idea. But those jerseys going to have names, and they got to meet those families this week, and they going to get those jerseys, those families at the end. So you playing for just a huge cause this week are the Red Devils.
Yeah, it's a special way for us to reach out to our community. Red Devil football has been a big part of the Clinton community for a long time, and we just want to give our guys, an experience that they'll remember outside of football. And for us to be able to reach out to the people in our community, we just try to find each year a different way, a different group to connect to. This year we did our veterans, and we're trying to teach our guys day in, day out that we have to be able to put the team before ourselves. We have to be able to realize that we're playing and competing for something that is bigger than just us. We're all doing this for the good of everybody, and there's nobody that sets a better example of that than a veteran that has, risked their life, put their life on the line to come defend our country, our freedom. So this is these guys and ladies, they understand what it is to sacrifice, to be committed to something, to know what my duty is, to honor the people that they get that. And, for our guys, Wednesday night at dinner, to be able to sit down with those families, with those veterans, share stories, hear their stories, understand what it is that makes them tick, why they joined the military, the things they learned, the stories that the experiences that they had. That's special, and our guys won't forget that. And seeing them wear their jerseys to school on Thursday and having their classmates ask about the person they're representing and their teachers, and for our guys to be able to tell and share those stories. It's been real special, and we're thankful to have the opportunity to be able to do it. We're thankful for the people that participate and share, and we play on Friday. We're always playing to win, but there's a little bit more we're carrying with us this week.
You are, and you talk about the special night, special event, and it's special that you do this, Coach, that your staff and that you bring this awareness last year with camps, this year with veterans, because the players do, they sacrifice, but you, the coaches, y'all sacrifice so much with your families, and football, I've always said, no more bigger impact will a young man or a young lady ever have than their coach. And the life lessons that you teach them, your staff teaches them, the coaches here at Clinton High School. So, yes, it is special, and I just want to thank you for all you do off the field. You work so hard, and you've worked so hard this week. You will go out there and give it all you got against Broome. But the guys really respect you. The community respects you, and we just want you to know that.
Yeah, thank you. There's been a lot of people, in my life, a lot of coaches that made an impact on me, especially at an early age. And, it's the reason that I wanted to get into coaching, to be able to have the same impact, hopefully, on a young man that my coaches had on me. And, it's a wonderful opportunity that we have each week. There's none of us that are perfect, but it's a wonderful opportunity that we have to be able to go out and be with our guys, for so much time throughout the spring, the summer, the fall. We're with these guys sometimes more than our own family. So we love them, we care about them, and we're very thankful to be able to coach them.
Well, on such a special night when we run through that tunnel in the fog and get ready to kick off, across the field is going to be the Broome Centurions. If you will now break down offensively, defensively, what we have to do to face this Jet Turner offense and this very good Broome Centurion football team.
Well, the bottom line is we got to go find a way to score more points than them. I don't care if it's 20-14. I don't care if it's 44-41. Whatever we got to do, we got to find a way to win the game. And they are very different in what they do on offense. We don't see it a bunch. It's uncommon, for us to go face a team that runs, wing T, triple option, Georgia Tech type offense. But we've also played against Coach Turner for a really long time, and we know what they're doing. We understand what they're doing. The whole deal is, can we be disciplined enough to go stop it on Friday? Coach Turner does a great job of preparing his guys, and he always has Broome in contention. It doesn't matter who they have back there. They're always in contention. They lost a real special player a couple weeks ago, Strongbow running back Marco Jackson. We hate he's banged up. We wish him a quick recovery, but man, they don't miss a beat. They put somebody else in and they keep rolling. So he does a really good job. We're gonna have to play good defense, try to do our best not to give up the big play. And offensively, we got to finish drives. I've kind of felt like all year, offensively, if we just execute, we'll be fine. And they have some really good football players on defense. Their defensive end, number 32, Zeke Stringer, is probably as good a defensive football player as we have seen, this year. He can play, but it really boils down to us. And I'm not just saying that. I really believe it. If we just take care of ourselves, take care of the ball, finish drives, we'll be just fine. And
what we need is for you, our fans, to be there. Our boys are not going to quit. They're going to fight. They're going to play. And they are our Red Devils. Win or lose, the Clinton Red Devils are our Devils. So be at Wilder Stadium this Friday night. Let's get behind the Big Red. Final 2 games are at home at Wilder Stadium. Nothing better than that fan sport in Wilder Stadium.
No, there's nothing better than playing at Wilder Stadium. These seniors know what's on the line. Our guys know what's on the line. And, we obviously wish we were competing for a conference championship. Instead, we're competing for a playoff spot. But, if you'd ask us all, hey, you got to go win 2 games to make the playoffs at home, we'd have signed up for it. These guys would have signed up for it. We'd have signed up for it. So, we're gonna have our best effort. I know we're gonna have our best effort. Execution will make the difference between winning and losing. But there's no doubt our backs are against the wall. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight. I know we're gonna fight. We need all the support we can get from you, and we need to be able to hear you, let us feed off of you, and we need to make Wilder Stadium an intimidating place to play the next 2 weeks.
Veterans Night, Veterans Week here at Clinton High School. Great cause. Be there, support the Big Red. For Melanie Watson, for the coach, I'm Buddy Bridges, saying this has been another edition of Clinton Football with Coach Andrew Webb.